teams in North Central Ohio meet tonight as Richland County foes Clear Fork and Mansfield Christian will share the pitch, each looking to extend lengthy win streaks. It's the undefeated state-ranked Flames and streaking Lady Colts going head-to-head at Comstock Field, taking over your smartphone, tablet, TV, or PC. And it's all on the way. Next.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Did you make the right decision about schooling this year?
Mansfield Christian School is designed to turn your questions into confidence. For 60 years, Mansfield Christian has partnered with families and churches to train our children in a biblical worldview. Every day, someone is shaping how your kids see the world. Now more than ever, you need to have confidence that the teachers, curriculum, and programs at your child's school are a match for your values.
For Christian families, our values are your values, and you can have confidence that you made the right decision at Mansfield Christian.
Frito Lay Variety Packs presents Totally Unrealistic, Never Gonna Happen in a Million Years Mom Fantasies.
Mother, thank you for planning such an enriching camping trip for us.
Please accept this as a token of our appreciation.
Now let us sing to you.
This'll never happen, but this might.
There's like no reception.
I'm not cheering to 10. Airbags!
Dibs on the Fritos!
Frito Lay Variety Packs, packed with possibilities.
The unbeaten Flames of Mansfield Christian tango with county rival Clear Fork beginning right here and now with live and free coverage kicking its way into your eyeballs exclusively on the OH Report. I'm Brian Skronsky with Travis Berardi on the call from Comstock Field tonight, where MC boasts a 9-0-1 record, Mr. Berardi, and they've been pretty dominant throughout this unbeaten streak. Good team.
Yeah, 7 straight wins outscoring their opponents 40-5.
Whew.
Add on the tie They are 9-0-1, outscoring opponents 48-11, led by Abby Little, 13 goals, 3 assists. But then you have the Clear Fork Colts, a team looking for one of those big wins against district opponents in Division II, the top ones, that top 4 of Lexington, Madison, Ontario, and Clear Fork. They are 1-2. They're outscored 5-4 in those matches, so they're looking for a big win. And even though this is a Division III team, this is the number 11 Division III team in the state, so this could be a big win on either side.
I think that's a great point. The Flames have been pretty smoking hot, as you just mentioned and outlined there. But they haven't played a team as good as Clear Fork. I think that's fair to say. The 3 losses, as mentioned, to the D2 defending state champion Madison Lady Rams, D2 undefeated Ontario, and then the once-beaten Dublin Scioto squad, the Irish out there. So this is a Colt squad that has been playing quality competition all year. They're going to be up for the challenge of a state-ranked squad like Mansfield Christian.
Definitely, and they also tied state number 22 Bishop Hartley.
Sure.
Only about a week and a half ago on September 18th. So this team, they're battle-tested. Took some lumps early on in the season, but they're on a roll right now as well. They're 3-0-1 in their last 4, outscoring opponents 24-3.
Let's take a look at the starting lineups for the Clear Fork Colts, and the 2 main scoring threats for them, Kendall Windsor, Trinity Cook. They've been phenomenal all season long, combined for 20 goals, each of them handing out a good handful of assists, too. 7 for Miss Windsor, 5 for Trinity Cook. Those 2 definitely the straws mixed in the drink around here.
And don't sleep on Annika Labaki or Kylie Belcher as well. Both double digits in points. 4 goals, 8 assists for Labaki. Wertman, 6 goals, 6 assists. So, you know, this squad, they're balanced. They have more than one score. Now, if you look at Mansfield Christian, when we switch to their lineups, they have 2 main scorers, but they don't have as much balance, I think, as Clear Fork does, as you take a look at the starting lineups for the Flames.
Yeah, not quite the depth that the Lady Colts have, but it's a smaller school, so that's to be expected. They do have some shining stars, though, headlined by the junior Abby Little, having a phenomenal season. She's been a real treat to watch develop into a real great offensive threat. Every time she takes the field, you got to keep your eyes on her.
And she really set the pace against Crestview, scoring an early goal there. They ended up winning that one 3-1, but that really set the pace, especially in a very solid first half defensively for the Lady Flames, and they're going to need a defensive game today if they want to hold off the Lady Colts.
As we are underway here from Comstock Field, Lady Colts with possession first and looking to feed Windsor. Expect that often tonight. She has some really fantastic speed, and they can get her out into space a lot, as you see here, but the keeper wisely playing very far extended out to the edge of the 18, as probably you're going to see for the bulk majority of tonight's contest.
Yeah, these 2 teams, they're going to feel each other out early on. Mansfield Christian, you know, this is one of the up-and-coming years for them. They played all right last season, but Clear Fork looking for the cross, got it, but unable to be handled. This Mansfield Christian team, this is a great year for them, and this is a great test, but just another one of these teams in Richland County that's up and coming. We have a lot of good soccer on both sides, boys and girls, in Richland County. Mansfield Christian just adding to that.
The area soccer scene has definitely arrived. It's been around now, too, for about a decade. The boys, I think, a little bit behind the girls at first, but now they're starting to get it going. We had Mansfield Christian, of course, for many years on the guys' side. Now the girls are starting to get it going here for the ladies. So it's been really fun. It's been a treat to watch these programs develop over the last decade or so right here in our own backyard.
Yeah. And specifically with this game, we're going to see if Clear Fork, you know, if they can shut down Abby Little. If they shut down Abby Little, then Raider, Mayer, Bear, Chase, those other players are going to have to step up. We're going to see who can step up for Mansfield Christian to help Abby Little out, because you know they're going to key on her today.
Yeah, I really think that a big key for Mansfield Christian is going to just be that defensive back line. How long can you hold out the likes of Cook and Windsor? That's going to be the big challenge tonight, as here is Abby Little making a nice turn. But the Flames turn it over, and Windsor got ahead of steam. Trying to get one-on-one with the keeper.
Nice job by Sparks to catch up to her and cut that off, though.
Lays it back, and there to meet her, Noelle Bear. Off the cross, offsides, Trinity Cook. Second time already that the Lady Colts have been offsides here in the first 2.5 minutes.
Yeah, Clear Fork trying to push the pace right now. Couple good looks, but that was a great defensive stop by Sparks on that breakaway. She was able to catch up and cut off the lane there from Windsor.
MC looking to press forward here, get into the offensive attacking third for the first time tonight. A lot of red jerseys up, trying to sneak it through to Little there in the middle. And they say that's a clean tackle here by Windsor. Now they punch it forward for Cook. She's on sides this time. Goliath comes way out.
That's a very heads-up move by Goliath. She saw if she wasn't out there, it was going to be another one-on-one.
So Mary with a heads-up play. Colts with the throw-in here on the near side from right at midfield. And Trinity puts it out in space. Here's Kendall Windsor. There's left-footed shot off the top and then over the net.
So we see once again early on, Clear Fork's just poking it ahead and allowing their forwards to just speed up, and nearly a goal. It's about a foot away from getting underneath the bar. Nice shot, but just off target for Windsor, one of the two leading scorers for the Colts.
And for Kendall Windsor, still a maturation process for her. I've seen Clear Fork in person, I think, at least 4 times this season, and she gets multiple breakaways like that and probably only scores 10% of the time. So for her, if you're going to get one-on-one with the keeper, you want that number to be much, much higher. That was a great-looking shot. Try to keep it on frame, though, if possible. Next time, it's just you versus the keep.
And soccer's just a funny thing. It's a game of inches, but when you're kicking it, it's a game of inches, because if you just get a little bit under it, it's going to take the ball up maybe a foot or two. So you really have to, with the ball bouncing around and everything, that's why people think, you can just kick it on net, it's going to go in. It's a lot harder than it looks, Brian.
Definitely a lot of technique to it. Driving the ball, trying to keep it low on frame. And here comes the Flames.
Nice
Getting some numbers forward. They got about a 5-on-4 brewing.
Nice slide tackle.
Yeah, beautiful on the far side of the field.
MCS is going to retain possession, but this is going to allow Clear Fork to back up, set up a defense.
Sophia Perry knocks it out wide. And now Davison, probably the smart move there, just punches it out. Going to be a long throw-in.
Yeah, it deflected off of her immediately, and all she knew is, I got to get it out of bounds to the left side of that flag, prevent the corner.
Throw-in to the top of the 18, headed out here by the Colts. Cook backtracks, now sends it forward. She's got Windsor right on the money. And she can do this. She'll take on an entire defensive line with that speed.
Oh, a little bump.
Pretty good balance, though, I've seen from her. Just a sophomore, but she's got the nice wide base, and typically Kendall Windsor does not go down unless it's some real significant contact. Typically it's got to be a foul, as she drew one actually there.
Yeah, but before that, the first collision, she almost went down to her knees, but was able to kind of rebalance herself and still maintain possession for the time being. Then it led to the foul. But Clear Fork really pushing ahead quick to start.
Our great counterattack team, Little here. Nice pass off the turn.
Ooh, just ahead of her, though. That could have set up something nice. They had 3 rushing to the top of the 18, so even a decent cross could have set something up there for Mansfield Christian. But Clear Fork able to escape that. They'll have a throw-in. I'd have to say, Brian, this fall season, the weather about 95% of the time has been perfect. We did have a couple delays, I believe, the first 1 or 2 weeks we had some delays, but other than that, it's been very nice weather down here in north central Ohio for fall sports.
Yeah, hard to beat it. No question about that. So the conditions out here, fantastic for what really is a high-level contest between 2 Richland County schools. And Mansfield Christian trying to stay unbeaten. It's been really sweet to see them the last few years enjoying all this success.
And this match may be a little bit more important for Mansfield Christian, because if they can get a win against a D2 squad like Clear Fork with a good record of 7-3-1, that towards the end of the season. There's still 5 matches left, but that could almost solidify a top 2 seed in the district tournament. We have to start right now talking about tournament seeding and everything, and every win now just helps you.
They play it back to the keeper, Goliath again. Though she plays it right into the feet of Clear Fork. And one-timer right there for Trinity Cook. Offsides yet again for the Lady Colts.
Yeah, 3rd time so far in the first 8 minutes that they've gone offsides. But really controlling the pace. Mansfield Christian, they've picked up their offense a little bit here in the last couple of minutes, but I'd say so far 80-20 Clear Fork.
Little again, nice pass in traffic, and the last connector there not available for the Flames. Lady Colts just send one deep again. Let's see if Windsor elects to make a run. You see Goliath coming way out, letting the ball trickle back inside the 18 where she can scoop it up with the hands.
And I like her aggressiveness so far. Twice she's come out about maybe 10, 15 yards ahead of the 18 to kick a ball away because she knows these one-on-ones, these breakaways, she's going to have to make the first play on the ball because if it goes one-on-one with one of these fast Clear Fork forwards, it probably won't end well for her.
You can tell Coach Baer definitely got a scouting report tonight, letting her keeper know they like to play a big ball out in space and just allow their forwards to come up and try to make a play. And so far, Mary, been up for the challenge. Colts turn it over after making about 4 or 5 crisp passes, but then get it back with a clean tackle. Davison to Windsor.
Again.
One-on-one with the keeper. We'll see if she can put it away this time. Great pressure from behind. Wasn't able to get any sauce behind it.
Yeah, once again, Mansfield Christian defense just able to catch up right at the last second. Should take a look at the replay right here. That's McFadden just getting enough of her to force the slower shot, and Goliath's able to get a hand on it.
Little sends it out wide lane at Chase with the pressure. Has it knocked back here near midfield. So Little right now being basically just a distributor. We haven't seen her try to take any one-on-one defenders just yet.
Just picking the right time for her to break through. Maybe setting Clear Fork up. Showing them she's just passing it around, and then at that right moment, taking off. Oh,
gets it around Goliath. She's going to send it from deep.
Wow.
First goal of the match from Trinity Cook from way outside, and Mary put herself in no man's land that time, and it cost them.
Yeah, just a bit indecisive to start. Really cost her there. And what a shot by Cook.
Yeah, not easy. Anna Sparks was trying to make her way back in between the pipes there to make a save and didn't have the catch-up speed necessary. Good play all the way around for Clear Fork to get it out wide to Trinity, and she does the rest.
You just thought with the offense that they had in the first 10 minutes, it was just a matter of time before they got a really good look on net. Take advantage of a little bit of a mistake, gets the goal, it's 1-0.
Comes just over 11 minutes here into the match. Both of these teams do a fair bit of scoring. 4.5 goals per game for Mansfield Christian, almost 5 per contest for the Lady Colts. And each of them defend pretty well too, so the goal differential for each of these teams is impressive to see. And right now, Clear Fork with a small lead. We'll see if Mansfield Christian can answer.
Yeah, in conference, Clear Fork outscoring its opponents 37-3, but that's because of 10-0 wins against River Valley and Galleon, teams that are trying to catch up with everybody else in the MOAC, but it's going to take, I think, a couple more years for them to get there, and also defeating both Marion teams in the MOAC as that shot sails high. But both Marion teams, they've outscored 17-0. So other than Ontario, it's really been Clear Fork, Ontario. Maybe Shelby, they have them coming up their next match, but it's not that it's not that good in the MOAC after you get past the top two.
You don't have to sugarcoat it. It's been Ontario and Clear Fork for each of the last several seasons since both of these squads entered into this new league. Where before, probably a lot of parity without these two teams, and then they get a couple of powerhouses from Richland County that join up, and they're just winning all the league titles.
Yeah, and then on the other side of things, looking at Mansfield Christian, going up against Central Christian, they did defeat Shelby 8-0. St. Peter's, so the Mid-Buckeye Conference, other than Crestview and Mansfield Christian, it drops off as well. So that's why these teams need this stacked non-conference schedule to get them prepared for tournament time.
Oh, how about little give and go? She's got it set up, goes to the left side.
Oh, just wide. And they're going to call it a goal kick, so it didn't deflect off of the goalie.
Renee
so
Anders
close.
came out, really shut down the angle for Little here.
Nice give and go.
Beautiful soccer.
And she hesitated just for a second. I think if she would have taken a shot right there, she would have had a bit of better angle, but she got a little too close to the goalie there and forced it just wide. Could have been a major goal for the Lady Flames, but they will get possession here in Clear Fork territory.
You're right. That's their first shot, actually, of the match there that they have produced up to this point.
And, I mean, by the way things have gone here in the first 15 minutes, they're not going to get a lot of attempts there, a lot of good looks like that especially, so they're going to have to play solid defense here and hope they get another look. They can't allow Clear Fork to go up 2-0 right now.
Colts putting on the pressure. Got a lot of girls in white jerseys playing around the 18 right now. And a clear momentarily here for the Flames.
We actually have a Flame tying her shoe as plays going on right now. She's back up. That was Bear.
Now Davison shoots one through. It gets by everybody into the hands of Mary Goliath.
So looking to advance the ball up.
So the Colts trying to work that far wing this time. Too far for Zoe McHugh.
Mansfield Christian, they need to get something going offensively. They've had a couple good looks, but those have been breakaways for them. They need to get an offensive set going here because it feels like just Clear Fork has really taken control of this match early on.
They've had the run of play. There's no question about that. They've had the better looks, more scoring opportunities here. And I think in some ways to be expected. Clear Fork, you look at the Murderers Row schedule that they play. I mean, this is, no offense to Mansfield Christian, but kind of an ordinary team just considering the likes of all the state-ranked opponents they play and then at higher divisions too. So for Mansfield Christian, this is probably the best team on their schedule for the entire year until they get into postseason play.
Yeah, easily. They got Clear Fork. They have two more in, I believe, the Mid-Buckeye Conference tournament as well. So they might see Crestview ranked 19th. They did take on a Highland team that's 20th right now, tied them 1-1. Third game of the season, but this is their biggest warm-up for the tournament. It's not going to hurt their seeding if they fall, but if they can pull off the victory, that's going to really, I think, solidify the top spot, if not the top two spot in the districts.
Couldn't agree more. Set piece here, headed away by Morgan Schaefer. And the Colts now looking to flip the script on the counterattack.
And just flicking it ahead once again. Goliath's able to get back out, but that's Clear Fork's offense so far. They're just flicking it ahead, letting their forwards speed up to it, and getting a breakaway.
Yeah, that's what they've done consistently all season long. They go into their bench early often. They'll switch out sometimes 5-6 girls at a time. It's the only team that I've seen do that really ever in any season that I've covered high school soccer with the consistency that they do. So they keep fresh bodies up top, and they allow the work rate to be really high when the forwards are in the game, and they get their breaks after probably 5, 6, 7 minutes, swap out, get a new fresh set in there. And not a big drop-off. Obviously, when Windsor and Cook are not on the field, it looks a little bit different. But the fact that they can go out of the game and still maintain is a huge feather in their cap.
Well, that has a lot to do with their off-season conditioning. They do the Hurt Challenge. Mansfield senior football team does. They always do that year in and year out. So their conditioning is great. It allows them to be able to sub in and out, keep that pace up, because they need a pace like that to keep up with the Madisons and the Ontarios in the world, because they have better talent coming up through their ranks. Clear Fork's, they're starting to get that grade school, middle school system going at Clear Fork, but they need speed right now to contain. Once they get everything set up from the lower ranks up, then they can really start going at Madison and Ontario. But right now, they're using their speed, and it's been working. This is also a team that went undefeated in the summer.
Yeah, scored a big win over Ontario that we watched. And here's some more speed being displayed. This is Leah Argenio. Had it taken away. Nice pressure by the Flames. In Mansfield Christian, they're trying to get numbers forward. When they have got the ball on their side of the attacking half of the field, they're trying to get girls in red shirts forward. That last connecting pass is not there, and it won't be here as Goliath steps up and then ricochets that one out of there. 2 big saves for Mary Goliath.
Yeah, she really has helped this squad out. Offsides for Clear Fork, but multiple shots on target by her. The first one I was thinking she was going to, grab that with her hands, but the last second she just kicked it out of the way, and it really set up another good look, but she was there to recover and flick it away.
So off the goal kick, Little flips to the outside. She's got Kellum Klausbach working.
And going back to Mansfield Christian and their offensive sets of pushing up, I like that they're not trying to play a defensive game, kind of like what Crestview did in the first half against Mansfield Christian, where they were just sitting back, trying to just pass it ahead and get a breakaway. Mansfield Christian, they're playing defense. They're running. Everybody's running the full length of the pitch right now and trying to set something up.
Lady Colts have 4 players that are set to check in. They'll have to wait till they get possession back. Throw in on the way here near side for the Lady Flames. Argenio with some nice pressure. A little bit of pinball action there. And
miscommunication, too. They had...
Well, I think Clear Fork are a little bit hesitant to get forward right now. They've got 5 offsides here in the early going of the match. You see that the back line for Mansfield Christian, they're moving forward quickly, trying to make it tough on these Colts. As here comes Kayla Rader.
And
bumped off her line.
We're going to get a foul? We're going to get a foul all the way back. So once she lost possession, they gave it to her. So another 3rd foul against Clear Fork here. Leads for a free kick.
This one's going to make its way into the box. Little tried to sky for it, went right over the top of her dome, and rolls out of play. Goal kick on the way for the Colts.
Yeah, it would have been nice for Mansfield Christian to have that free kick maybe about 5-10 yards ahead. It was a tough position for them to have it. Abby Little still almost got ahead on that, flicked it to the net, but they got a couple more yards off that free kick. It might have been nice.
Here's that rotation we were talking about a few minutes ago. Clear Fork bringing in some brand new offensive players, 4 to be exact. So with 19 minutes to go here, this new rotation going to be fresh, and we'll see how long Brittany Bechtel and company elect to go with their A squad out here on offense.
And we'll see how tested this Mansfield Christian squad is, because they're not subbing as much. So are they going to get worn down here as we get into the second half, or are they conditioned enough to where they can just keep pace with the Lady Colts?
That question will be answered as the match continues to roll along.
Lady Flames trying to reset.
Abby again trying to push that through ball. I'd kind of like to see her get a little bit more selfish and aggressive. She's giving it up after about one touch so far on most possessions. She is their star player. If they're going to knock off Clear Fork, number 18, she's going to have to make some plays on her own at some point.
And we saw the one attempt that she had with the give and go, but other than that, she's just trying to distribute the ball more than receive it. I don't know, maybe she's trying to lull Clear Fork to sleep a little bit.
Not here. How about Labaki getting a breakaway, but Goliath, steady hands, she's there again, and nice pressure applied to not allow her to load up.
Yeah, they're getting ahead. It's just Mansfield Christian, they're catching up. It's not like other matches where Clear Fork, they get that head of steam and nobody's going to be able to catch them. Mansfield Christian defensively, they're just trying to keep up with the pace, and they've done it so far. Other than the one, the mishandle by the keeper that led to the goal, they've been really with it. As Abby Little's trying to start something. And it looked like it was an attempt at, a pass right back to her, but got deflected away.
Kudos to Morgan Schaefer disrupting that last offensive outburst for the Flames. As Windsor gets it back deflected, though. So no through ball for her. Flames looking to flip the script.
Can they get down the sideline to it? She can. Can she get the cross now?
She's got some bodies available, some options in the middle of the field.
That was a good defensive play there by the Lady Colts.
And for Kendall Windsor, this is not her strength, coming back and having to help defensively. You want her up top, showcasing that top-end speed.
Oh, a misplay there.
Schaefer just punches it out of bounds. Had Wortman.
Just unable to find feet. Mansfield Christian with a good opportunity here. Can they find Little?
They will off the throw-in from Bear. Pressured and taken away.
That's good defense.
Annika Labaki making the play. Looking to shift fields, but Mansfield Christian defensively staying alert.
She held her own there. Didn't allow Little to make the first move she did on the ball and really kept Abby from doing anything with it.
It's good action going on right now with these midfielders back and forth. Neither side able to break through against either defense here over the last 15 minutes or so. No whistle for offsides, but look at Mary, man. She is getting in a workout back there from her keeper position.
She's understanding the game plan. She doesn't want those one-on-ones to come back at her because that's where Clear Fork does most of their damage. The one-on-ones they can pinpoint the spot in the net that they need to get it through.
Great looking pass. But Mayor, that's where Mansfield Christian has missed the bulk majority of the time so far here tonight. They've done some really nice things getting into the attacking third, and then right when they're on the cusp of the 18, that last connecting pass has not been there. You give most of the credit to Clear Fork's defense, though.
Yeah, definitely. They're reading what's going to happen. They're able to just take it away. Kind of like what Mansfield Christian does with the breakaway for Clear Fork here.
Sure.
Yeah, they're allowing them to establish that, but at the last second, they're cutting things off. So a great defensive battle thus far. And it's not just going back and forth from the midfield stripe. It's a lot of this right here.
Yeah, Windsor sandwich sets it up for Cook. She feels like she blew it. Did have a lot of empty net there. And Trinity Cook usually so sure-footed, especially with that left, which is her dominant foot. It was on the money for her, and you see the anguish. She knew she should have had this. Let's take another look. Trinity just waiting patiently, staying onside. Great play, one-times it, and just missed.
She let it travel to her foot a little bit too far. So once she got contact, it was on the left side of the foot, deflects it left and away from the net.
This time Cook giving it up. Wortman in space, turns inside.
But again, that angle cut off by the defensive Mansfield Christian. It's kind of like they're baiting her into, maybe going that way, and then at the last second, cut off, has to make a quick decision, and it's right at the goalie.
The back line for Mansfield Christian has been impressive. Those two juniors, Sparks, McFadden especially.
Oh, here's a good pass. Great opportunity for the Flames. Can they get the cross?
It's the freshman Chase. At least is going to earn a corner kick.
So not a lot of offense thus far for the Flames, but this is a very big opportunity for them as we go under 13 minutes left in the half. An equalizer before the break would be huge.
They're going to play it short. And now this one makes its way all the way back post. Aaron Tem was there. Couldn't time it up, though.
No, it was a good back post pass. At first you thought it was going to go to Little in the middle.
And that's typically where they're trying to go. She's a good player out of the air. Abby does a lot of good header work. That one just about 2 feet too tall.
But you did see that she drew 3 defenders from Clear Fork, so it opened up at least the attempt from Tem.
Mansfield Christian with the cross. That one ricocheted. Hope tried to send it on net. Davison now brings it back. But the Flames playing some great defense in the midfield. They've got numbers moving forward now. Little pushes it into the box.
Far ahead.
She had Hope again, the sophomore, trying to make a run, but well defended by the Colts in the middle of that defense.
Yeah, Clear Fork defense, that line that time, just a little too spread out. Allowed that easy pass through, but just a little bit too far.
Two-woman game here, Wortman and Cook. Now they send it up top. Great look backside.
Offsides.
Just, yeah, well done right there by the defense by sucking Clear Fork in and forcing yet another onside. They're 6th
And that wasn't even close. They moved up, and it was a good 10 yards offsides. Once again, they were cutting off that first look, and it forced Clear Fork to maybe push it the other way. Didn't allow them to reset. So that cross is taken away.
That was Ellie Hager. She had a couple of options. Ended up more looking like a shot attempt. Davison picks it up for a quick throw-in. And
mishandled.
Now, yeah, off the Colts. So Lady Flames with just under 10.5 minutes to play. Get it in bounds off the throw.
They'll just kick it back out. Mansfield Christian, they've finally established a little bit of offense here as of late. Calmed things down. Clear Fork, couple fast breaks, but the last 5-10 minutes, it's mostly been in Clear Fork's end of the pitch.
I've been impressed with Mansfield Christian so far here in this match. Even though they're down 1-0. Their midfield's playing well. I like their defense, too. I already gave some love to Sparks. And how about the freshman, Erin Hope?
Yeah.
She's been making some nice moves so far, getting Clear Fork out of position to be offsides on a couple of occasions.
That was a good job by her. She didn't play the defender. She played the ball. She saw the ball was being advanced, and she immediately took a beeline to the ball instead of keeping with the offensive player from Clear Fork.
Colt's going to punch it forward. They've got Cook playing up top right now. Now Little shoots one. Hope on the charge.
Ooh.
Renee Anders dives in.
Kind of squeaked out there for a second. She able to get it back, but Clear Fork, that defense feeling a little pressure now.
Now Cook plays a nice ball for Wortman. Has to cut inside. Huge, heavy touch.
And she knows it immediately. Softer touch, that could have been a goal.
Little down the sideline.
Just out of bounds. The Lady Colts are going to make a substitution, as well as Mansfield Christian.
But 3 bodies swapping in here for the Colts. Just 1 for the Flames. And we've talked about it on quite a few of the Colts broadcasts this year. Towards the end of the match, your expectation is that they're going to be the fresher unit. So we'll see as we get deeper and deeper into the game if fatigue becomes a factor for Mansfield Christian.
And that was Cook and Labaki, two of them that came out. So trying to get a little bit more of a break as we go into halftime. Hoping for that that quick start in the second half, maybe extend the lead. But they have a chance here.
Hogger off the cross, deflected by the Flames. Who now they've got numbers forward if they can make a turn. They got Little. She's got some space. Showing off the speed.
It's a 6-on-6 match right here. Oh, bad.
I think that might have been poked away, actually,
yeah, maybe.
by Jada Lamp.
But immediately leads to a breakout for the Lady Colts.
Wortman setting it up for that right foot. And the defender leaning on her, McFadden. Made it tough.
Yeah, and once again you saw another defender coming out of nowhere down the middle.
Another look here at Lily.
Right there. She read it. She was about to get cut off. Put the shot on.
Almost like to see Lily there take a dive. There was a lot of contact at the lower extremity area. When you're in the box like that, sometimes you just sell it a little bit. You might be able to get that whistle.
Especially as she's taking the shot. Maybe take the shot and go down to the ground.
Just whip that head, man. We've seen it in the NBA. Works all the time. This time the whistle goes against Clear Fork. Shove in the back. Anna Sparks playing some nice defense.
That was more momentum, but she did extend the arms at the last second. I think if she wouldn't have extended those arms, she could have easily taken that away and had an open look.
Chip to the outside for Hogger. Unloads one to the middle. Found her target, too. That was right on the money, but not much of a shot attempt available for Leah Argenio.
Yeah, that was a great cross.
Yeah, this really was timed out beautifully in between defenders, and it looked like it went off the top of her knee, so it didn't get loaded up for her foot.
Yeah, I think she was just trying to take it off the knee, try to corral it a little bit before taking a shot, but it just took a bad bounce.
Little from the midfield. Intercepted. But the Flames return the favor. Nobody on the other end out wide, though.
Going back and forth, and more wholesale changes for the Lady Colts.
And again, just one sub for Mansfield Christian, so 4 fresh bodies out here for Clear Fork, including Kendall Windsor, who just got a pretty lengthy break. So I imagine her engine's going to be roaring here for the last 5 minutes. Expect number 22 to try to get up top, use her speed.
And I do see hands on hips on some of the defenders from Mansfield Christian. I mean, it'll be a win if they can go into the break at least trailing by 1. If Clear Fork can get another goal, that's going to be tough for them.
Always, yeah. These short-time goals on either side, always so critical, so big. It just feels like they carry a bit more weight than a goal that happens that's not in short time. That one headed out of bounds, almost right at our camera guy. Storm, great athlete, though, down there. Totally dodged it. Now Windsor, good-looking throw in, and that's going to find the back of the net. Wow, what a setup off the deep throw, and then the header finds its mark. Lady Colts go on top by 2. Melody Bluebaugh. How about the freshman getting in on the mix here?
Great. I mean, that was a beautiful header off the throw. Kind of reminded me a few years ago, Mansfield Christian Madison boys soccer, the district final. A flick from the side, header in overtime to give Lexington the golden goal. But that was perfectly executed. It brought the goalie out of position too, and that's really what set that up.
Such a dangerous weapon to have, particularly in the girls' game. If you can have somebody who can throw it into the 18, because there's no offsides on a throw-in. You can be behind the defense. So that's a beautiful set piece right there that only a few girls that I've seen over the last several seasons can do. Kendall Windsor showing that, she don't skip arm day.
No, she does not. And here's another chance.
It was Blue Ball again, the intended target.
So just talking right before that, a second goal for Clear Fork would be big, especially momentum-wise going into this break. And that kind of, it's not a full backbreaker for the Lady Flames, but now they got a decent hole they have to dig themselves out of.
See if it changes their mindset if they try to get a bit more aggressive offensively, which they have been so far here tonight, just playing with those 3 girls back who have been doing their job. Clear Fork just created a lot of opportunities. As Goliath picks that up just at the last second.
Yeah, they're really applying the pressure on her. And on both of the goals, they were able to draw her out of position to get the open look.
Mansfield Christian trying to get something going here. They'll have the throw-in Lady Colt territory. Under 3.5 minutes to go here, and it's been a pretty darn well-played opening half on both sides.
Yeah, Clear Fork just got a couple more open looks at the net. Mansfield Christian only 2 shots, 1 corner, but none on target. And if they want to get back into this match, they're going to have to take a couple more shots because the defense of Clear Fork's just been too much for them right now. They're going to have to find Abby Little on the run.
Well, how about that? Window closed almost immediately, though. As soon as Abby touched it, you saw 3 white jerseys all crowding around, making their way. As the deflection from Windsor leads to a turnover here. Raider didn't have anybody in the middle for that pass. Goliath again out to the edge. Easy play this time. And so Isabel Goliath felt like she just had to punch that one out of play. Changes things a little bit here now. Clear Fork in possession in Windsor. Looking for another big throw.
Yeah, that was a fast restart before this that, caused the kickback out.
She was able to find Zoe McHugh for the header. Didn't have a whole lot of pace behind that one.
No, it was a little bit further out than the goal we saw. She was about at the penalty dot for the goal. That one was at the top of the 18, so good idea, just not enough power on it.
From the wing, here comes Annis. Shot near post. Is it saved or is it in? Guess it's saved. I don't know that we have a great angle of this on the replay, but that's real close to trickling over the line where Goliath goes down.
No, she's holding it just in front of the line. Now, in
soccer,
soccer, does the whole ball have to be across the line? It does. So it's like hockey. You have to have it so she can have it right on the line, just that the ball's not completely across. And she kind of pinned it up against the post.
Yeah, sweet stuff there from Mary to keep the arms extended and keep it out. And that could have been a backbreaker.
Yes.
Right there to go into the half down 3-0. So
see, there's and she literally just pins it up against the post and see it's stopped.
Right.
It's not moving right there on the post. And like we said, it has to go completely across the line.
Off the restart, closing in on 30 seconds to go here in the opening half. As that one goes over the head of Chase. Lady Colts throw-in on the way. Colts overran that one. But Raider, again, just playing it in space. It looked like she had some room to carry in front of her. On short time, I'd kind of like to see her take a couple dribbles and just take a crack at it.
Yeah. I mean, at least put it on net, see what happens. But nonetheless, they don't get the shot off. And Clear Fork, it's despite the offensive opportunities for Mansfield Christian, it's been all Lady Colts.
They found the back of the net 2 times here in the opening half. So they're on top. We'll break it down for you here after this commercial break with some stats and analysis. Get you ready for half number 2. Keep it here on the OH Report. Girls soccer on a Thursday night. We'll return.
Did you make the right decision about schooling this year?
Mansfield Christian School is designed to turn your questions into confidence. For 60 years, Mansfield Christian has partnered with families and churches to train our children in a biblical worldview. Every day, someone is shaping how your kids see the world. Now more than ever, you need to have confidence that the teachers, curriculum, and programs at your child's school are a match for your values.
For Christian families, our values are your values, and you can have confidence that you made the right decision at Mansfield Christian.
Frito Lay Variety Packs presents totally unrealistic, never gonna happen in a million years mom fantasies.
Mother, thank you for planning such an enriching camping trip for us.
Please accept this as a token of our appreciation.
Now let us sing to you.
This'll never happen, but this might.
There's like no reception.
I got cheer to tech. Airbags!
Dibs on the Fritos!
Frito Lay Variety Packs, packed with possibilities.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to the song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
It's halftime at Comstock Field here on the beautiful campus of Mansfield Christian, where the Lady Flames, after 40 minutes of action, trail 2-0 to visiting Clear Fork. Great Richland County matchup that we have for you folks here tonight. Mansfield Christian in danger of dropping their first match of the season, entering into the game 9-0-1. Clear Fork also has a fantastic season going on, 7-3-1, and looking for their 8th victory. Let's take a look at the halftime stats, and you'll see dominated a little bit in terms of the possession by the Lady Colts. That's why they've been able to get some more shots, and then none so far on target for Mansfield Christian. So Renee Anders basically untested in that first half.
Except for the one instance when Abby Little had a bit of a breakaway, maybe took one too many dribbles on that, got cut off just wide of the net, and then the second shot was off the corner. It was a header, but it went wide. And that's it. That's it for the offense for Mansfield Christian. They've been in the Clear Fork zone more in that in the last 10 minutes of the half. This could have been easily 65-35, 68-32. But Mansfield Christian picked up the pace a little bit. But, you know, 2 times Clear Fork was able to draw the goalie outside of position, and it led to 2 goals.
Mary Goliath has been playing well,
yes,
but there's been so much pressure, as you mentioned. She's trying to come out and make plays. On 90% of the occasions, it's worked out. On a couple of attempts for Clear Fork, it did bring her away from her spot, and that's how they were able to capitalize. And back to your point of the possession, Mansfield Christian is doing well in the midfield. They're connecting passes, but Clear Fork's kind of allowing that. They're letting them get forward, and then that last pass is just not available. The back line for the Lady Colts right now have been, one of the big storylines of this game, just not giving up anything to Mansfield Christian inside the box.
Yeah, it's been great. They've cut off the crossing from Mansfield Christian 2 or 3 times. Like you've been saying, they've been getting ahead. It looks like they're about to get the cross out. They had 3 at the top of the 18 that would be able to receive that and hopefully get it on net, but no, cut off. It's kind of like what Mansfield Christian is doing on these breakaways by Clear Fork. It's one-on-one, and then you have somebody coming out of nowhere to cut off that angle at the last second, forcing the shot right on the keeper. And, it's worked on both ways, but once again, just so much pressure by Clear Fork is forcing Goliath to maybe take one too many chances, gets her a little bit indecisive, gets her out of position, and they got the 2 goals.
See, tonight we also have a highlight going down. St. Edward's, big Division I school,
Yep.
one of the biggest schools in the entire state of Ohio. They're going to be tangoing with Worcester. And tomorrow night, we're going to have a highlight. Colonel Crawford, 5-1 on the season. Mohawk, basically every opponent so far that they've played has been 5-1. Can they get a big win, continue their win streak? The Shelby Whippets as well. Big MOAC game against the Tigers tomorrow.
Yeah, and, Marshall Shepard, will he ever be our player of the week?
Probably
I don't
not,
think so.
but he'll keep putting
Phenom,
up
but we'll
400
see.
yards. Mansfield Senior is going to be at home against the Ashland Arrows, who have won 2 in a row. They are tied for the lead in the OCC, so don't count them out just yet. Lucas Cubs coming off their first loss of the season. They'll be at home against the Calvert Senecas. All these football games are going to be live and free for you. And then the game of the night, Trav, you're on it.
The big one, undefeated Northmore, once beaten East Knox. The Bulldogs have had Northmore's number the last few years. We'll see, can Northmore finally break through and possibly go undefeated and win the KMAC?
One more KMAC game for you. Mount Gilead taking on the Centerburg Trojans, who are the defending kings of the conference. Can they right the ship over the last 4 weeks and stay in the conversation to defend the championship? Obviously, a win over Mount Gilead would go a long way. And then the Ontario Warriors against Clear Fork. Warriors got a couple of wins on the season. Colts coming off some nice play, and they're in the conversation for the MOAC title chase as well.
They are. It might set up a Week 10 matchup with the Shelby Whippets for the outright MOAC championship if things work out. But Clear Fork against a young Ontario squad that's slowly getting better each week. So can the Warriors go to the corral and pull off the major upset? It'd be a big boost for the Ontario Warriors, maybe not for this year, but moving into the next year. Or can Clear Fork just take care of business and keep working towards that Week 10 matchup?
That's kind of what we're all rooting for, I think, collectively.
If you're not a fan of either side, you want that, yeah.
Yeah, definitely want to see the conference decided on the final week. It's no fun when a team wraps it up in Week 9, so.
Where's that game at?
I don't know.
I'm confused.
I really don't. I'll have to pull that up and look, check our
it'd
notes.
be pretty darn cool if that game was at Clear Fork because it would be live and free on the OH
That's
report.
right, that's right.
Let's see. Week 10, it is at Shelby, so it'll be a highlight. We'll have a highlight still. And Storm Blunchley, one of our cameramen, does great with those highlights, getting the locker room access in Shelby, getting Coach Mahaney's words to his team before they take the field, and then just the highlight itself. It's one of my favorite videos to watch each week.
I agree, and tomorrow night it's going to be homecoming, and I know that there's a lot of players for the Whippets that are coming home. They do a great, cool tradition over there where about an hour before the game, all of those guys get together in the lunchroom at the middle school down there. They share some food, and they talk about football, and then they all make their way into the locker room a half hour before. So you're looking into the eyes of the guys that have been there and done it and created all the records that you've seen from the past that the current team is trying to wreck, at least in the passing game. So it's a cool tradition that Shelby does. I like it.
Well, there could be a certain quarterback. Virginia plays tonight. They play Miami tonight.
Oh, nice. That's right.
So, a certain Brennan Armstrong may be back to give Marshall Shepard some words of encouragement before that one, if he can make it back. I don't know.
Probably not. That'd be a big trip.
Yeah.
Virginia Beach, I think that's a little bit of a drive. But who knows? Wouldn't count it out.
We will have to find out. But, yeah, Brennan Armstrong going against the Miami Hurricanes tonight.
Must-see TV, leading the country in passing, a boy from Shelby, Ohio. How cool is that?
Yeah. And then you have, on the soccer pitch, one Taylor Huff, freshman of the week in the SEC last week.
Yeah. Got some kids doing some big things from right here in Richland County.
Just little old Richland County, too.
Not so little in terms of the talent. And we've got a good one going here between a couple of foes from this county. Mansfield Christian dug themselves a 2-0 hole in the first half. See if they can find a spark and some offense here in half number 2. Still without a shot on net.
And let's see if Abby Little gets the offense going a little bit more. She was more of a passer, trying to get an assist, maybe an open look, but I only think 2 or 3 times she's actually tried to get into the 18 and take a shot. So we'll see if she gets a little more aggressive, takes it herself.
Yeah.
That might help out, especially if they can get if Mansfield Christian can get a goal here in the first 10, 15 minutes, that might change the whole complexion of this match. They'll get them back in it at least.
They'll have the first touch here in half number 2. And here it goes. We are underway in the second half at Comstock Field.
And the Lady Colts went straight at Abby Little, trying to get a steal and a quick breakaway, but Mansfield Christian able to maintain possession. They'll get a throw in.
Bear off the throw, deflected right back at her. Now that one is going to stay in bounds. Klausbach went around the defender. Flames sticking with it.
Ooh, Klotzbach got through. Can she get the cross?
She will, but with not a lot of pace and nobody available in a red jersey to do anything with it.
Yeah, just too much defense there by Clear Fork for her to get a good strike on the ball to get it towards the front of the net. Goalie able to easily pick that up, and now it's Clear Fork coming at you.
Cook off the cross. Was trying to hook up there with Argenio. But Mary coming off her line like she's done so well on many occasions tonight. Getting in the way.
Yeah, 9 shots on target, 7 saves in that first half for her.
Clear Fork with a lot of numbers forward. They had some girls offside that come back. And now blue ball with the cross. Cook with the one-timer.
Clear Fork still has possession. Finally kicked away.
And now the Flames looking to reverse the field.
That's a nice first pass.
That's going to go off of Klausbach. But the
say
official kind of missed that one, so the throw-in belonging to Mansfield Christian. We'll see if they can capitalize here, take advantage.
Looking for where Abby Little is. Right in the middle at the top of the 18. I think they were trying to look for a little header towards her, but throw is a little short.
Wortman carrying on the far side, now pushes it through. Cook tried to go back to the left foot, well defended by McFadden.
That'll just go out of bounds and stay with Clear Fork. So a fast 3 minutes here, Brian. Both squads getting deep into its opponent's territory, but just nothing to come out of that.
Cole's trying to materialize something here offensively. Cook uncorks one. Now blue ball.
Last second.
Abby Little coming all the way back to play a little D.
Take a look at the replay.
Melody off the cross, and there's Abby entering your picture late. So Trinity Cook now setting it up for the corner kick, and I saw her score off one of these attempts earlier in the season. She's bending it on frame here, and the header finds its mark. Lily Wortman.
That was a thing of beauty, Brian. Curved it. She did have some curve on that. Went right to the head of Wortman. And it's 3-0 Lady Colts.
She is so good off these corners, bending it back towards the frame. See how she starts it out And then that's going towards the goal. Wortman shielding off the defender and using her head. It's paying off. Good stuff right there all the way around for the Colts.
And I know there's still 36-27 left, but that might be a backbreaker for Mansfield Christian. Down 3-0. I said earlier it'd be nice for them to get a goal in the first 15 minutes to get some momentum back. Now they're going to have to do maybe in the next 10 minutes, 5 minutes to get that goal back to have themselves a chance, because offensively, not much going on for them.
Flames haven't allowed more than 2 goals in any game all season until tonight. And here's the Colts moving forward again. They've got numbers too. Cross still up for grabs. Sparks can't clear it.
Finally they do.
Colts just going to drop it back here for Swank. And offside there, it was Wortman up top.
So let's see if Mansfield Christian can get something going off of this free kick.
Yeah, still a long way to go here. So for the Flames, even though you may concede that this one might be out of reach, we'll see. As that's wow, what a great ball. But
just went right through, though.
Melody couldn't take it in stride.
Clear Fork does a really good job on those forward advancing passes. It just seems like they just flick it up there, but it's perfectly placed and allows the other forward to just come right under it and start running.
Little trying to do basically about the same thing there out wide for Bear. Wasn't measured great, and then Anders able to come to the edge of the 18 and scoop it. Sparks sends it ahead. And deflected out of bounds off blue ball. Throw in coming up here near side for Aaron Hope.
Yeah. That last sequence, Abby Little came a little too late. But thankfully it was kicked out of bounds. Mansfield Christian maintains possession. And that'll be a foul against the Lady Colts. So a free kick here. Straight on from about 35, 40 yards away.
Little walking kind of gingerly. I actually didn't notice a ton of contact. It must have been when she hit the field. But she's moving into scoring territory right on the edge of the 18. Looking for her, actually backside.
Oh,
here's
just
Abby.
Missed.
Pretty close, but Swank had her locked down, was stride for stride.
Within inches of connecting with the header.
Yeah, Sparks played a really nice ball, and you could tell Little's that target. They're looking for her to do some aerial work. She got a piece of her forehead on it.
I think more of the ponytail got on it, but a good opportunity there by the Lady Flames, just wasn't able to cash in.
Colts throw in and just one sub here. Whoa.
Only 7 minutes in.
This is definitely not like them.
She replaced Jada Lamp.
And I don't believe that we've seen Kendall Windsor yet in the second half. She certainly didn't make the start as Little makes it a nice run. Anders, diving save.
Yeah, Mansfield Christian needs more of that right there. Taking some chances, advancing it up, and once again, Little just moments too late.
And it looks like the Flames have moved her more up top instead of playing in the midfield right now. So it changes the way that they're going to play. Now they can look for a few more deep balls and allow 18 to try to go up and do something on her own.
Yeah, down 3-0, this is where you really need to start taking chances. It was still 2-0, still 32 minutes left. You keep playing your offense, see if something opens up. And now,
great ball. Argenio fires left foot. Goliath there for the stop.
That was a tough shot, too, especially with the sun coming in on Goliath. Able to get a hand on it and then jump on top.
Third shot of the second half for Clear Fork. They've got 18 overall here in the match. Now the Flames trying to get on the offensive. They do have 5 girls playing back, though, so not in full goal-scoring mode.
So, yeah, they moved Abby Little up to the front, but they respect the speed of Clear Fork. They know they can't go completely up because something like this could happen right here, a breakaway.
And Wortman turning the corner. Wanted to set it up for the right foot.
I think got a little bit of a tug there. It got allowed.
McFadden was able to defense that one, and maybe with a little jersey tug, but got away with it. That's all that matters. Little out wide. Takes a big touch. I think some miscommunication on the Clear Fork back line. But the goal, real small from that angle, and Anders was able to go down to her knees and stop it.
And the first shot on target by Mansfield Christian, but once again, Abby Little trying to take control of it, and Mansfield Christian needs more of that. She would have taken a shot maybe right there, but it's a really tough angle for her to be at, and I think that's why Clear Fork didn't really come down on her.
Trinity Cook for the second time tonight. Argenio, another good-looking feed into traffic. And Cook, just a phenomenal athlete, shields off the defender. It's 4-0. Lady Colton are out.
Yeah, that was just a great play. Gets the cross. Goalie once again coming out a little too late to cut that off.
And the defense, a shade late, too, from Isabel Goliath. So Cook now with her 12th goal of the season, second in tonight's contest. And this is somewhat what I feared coming into tonight. On paper, looks like such a great matchup, but Clear Fork is so battle-tested. They play teams like this consistently outside of their league every single game.
Yeah, and you know what? Clear Fork, you know, a couple numbers here or there, they could be a Division III squad. You know, they were Division III as well in basketball for so long, but then the transfer rules and everything with that, if you're not in Clear Fork local school district, it changes the numbers and you have to move up and down. So, you know, Clear Fork, just think if this was a Division III Clear Fork squad, what they could be able to do right now. But it's tough for them in Division II. You're with Lexington, you're with Madison, the defending state champion, Ontario, who's number 4 in the state and has their chance to maybe make it down to lower.com field. Just a tough break for them. We saw it with the boys basketball team as well a couple years ago where, you know, they didn't have a great regular season but somehow still made it to districts. Thinking the next year would have been great for them, but they got moved up to Division II. And the competition got a lot tougher.
There's a lot of contact and no whistle.
Yeah. Referee's letting them play this afternoon.
Little puts it out in space. Nobody on the wing for MC. But they get it back. They've got numbers moving forward if they can make something happen here. They got a 4-on-4, actually. But how about the defense of Sophia Perry to end
Speed kills. It's that speed of Clear Fork once again showing up.
So these Lady Flames, when they're going up against the likes of Mapletons and Loudonvilles and St. Peter's, they're going to have the speed advantage. Has not been the case so far in this match. The speedier Colts
and you know
showing it.
In Division III, there's not as many speedy teams that you will see like this. You won't see in Ontario. You won't see a Clear Fork. Maybe once you get to the regional level, state level, you'll see one or two. As that shot by Little is wide.
And Abby slow to get up again. She's nursing something out there. But she's a tough kid. She's going to stay out there. This big corner kick opportunity for them, and obviously she's going to be the target. If they elect to play it deep, they won't. It's going to be short here to Mayer. Off the cross for Klausbach. Colts were there. Now Windsor, great-looking cutback, weaving her way through traffic.
I was about to say before that was a great job by her to seal off the defender to get possession before that run.
She's a strong kid. Throwing coming up for Hope. Kicked away there by Caudill. And we'll run it back.
If you're Mansfield Christian right now, you're just looking, let's get on the board first. Let's get some momentum. If we can't catch up, if we can't get 4 straight goals here, force a tie, let's at least get something to build on for their next match, which is against Riverdale. Actually, it's their Mid-Buckeye Conference tournament coming up next week.
One-timer Caudill set it up. Windsor off target with the attempt. Still a lot of time left on the clock, 26 minutes, and you're right. Mansfield Christian, just play for the next 26 minutes. Don't worry about the 4-0 at this point. It's tough that you're behind by that many here at home, but at the same time, build off something. Start small. Try to get some good-looking runs towards the net. Because this is the best team on your schedule.
Yep. And the second best team on their schedule they'll most likely see in the conference championship in Crestview. Team that they were able to beat here 3-1 a couple Saturdays ago. Another offsides call. Another offside call by the line judge there.
Yeah, I didn't see that one. I thought everybody was onside at least when the ball was released. Everybody was behind the defense once they caught up. So a little bit of a tough break there for Clear Fork. They were going to have Zoe McHugh.
Yeah, another open look.
That's a great ball. Even better defense by Mansfield Christian to not let it materialize. You see Windsor just patiently waiting.
There's a nice pass ahead. Just unable to get to Little, though.
Another opportunity here for Bear. Abby couldn't get ahead on it. Perry doing some nice things. Just played well all match.
Just missed Little again. Mansfield Christian unable to find feet inside the 18.
Chase can't keep it in bounds. So the Colts swap into fresh bodies. And they'll have the throw-in on the far side of the field on a beautiful night here in the Mansfield area. Picture perfect out here. And one of the cool venues that I think we have in the area, you don't go to very many high school soccer matches where there are fans down on the sideline in their own chairs that they bring from home. So this a bit of a unique setting here at Mansfield Christian.
Yeah, it's you see, most football games, you see go to Winford, they have the couches. Most fields, they have their unique little mantra, you could say. Clear Fork, they have the hill for soccer and football, and here at Mansfield Christian, you got all the folding chairs along the bowl of the hill right here and up on the sidelines. Wonder how much those seats go for, though. Right up ahead. About 5 feet away from the play.
Yeah, best seat in town, no question. That's front row if there ever was one. Flames had numbers materializing, But now it's Clear Fork looking to get on the counter attack. Windsor got there. Goliath with a gutsy play.
That almost proved costly, but just made contact at the ball at the last second.
This one slung shot forward by Sparks. Anders has to come out, and she misplayed it. That was an opportunity there for the Flames.
But once again, just unable to get it to Little.
And no shots from distance tonight either for MC, which when we saw them against Crestview a couple of weeks ago, that was something that they weren't afraid of. They were unloading shots.
The first goal of the match was from distance.
From 30 yards out or more. So tonight, I don't think they've attempted one from downtown. Sometimes that's all you got to do. Just let it fly.
Yeah, I don't know. It might be a different game plan for a team like Clear Fork where they would want to try and get it up to Abbey Little. But, I mean, not much has been going on for your squad. You might as well, if you have an open look, take it. That's what Clear Fork has been doing. You see it right here.
Windsor had some pretty decent pepper behind that one. Goliath just excellent position, no problem for her. Now McHugh taking her time, tries to loft it, and right back to her. And off the setup. Oh, wow. Great recovery by Goliath as Madison Caudill was just lurking there. Thought she had an easy one. Mary looks gassed.
And I think she took an extra kick after she corralled it. Let's take a look at the replay and see exactly. But, yeah, that was twice the ball came right back to her. There's the first attempt. And yet, ball was still loose.
Yeah, a lot of love to the keeper there. Klausbach to Little. In traffic, shoots and deflected right to Schaefer. Flames keeping the heat on, but then they turn it over. Now the Colts switching fields.
Another breakaway.
McHugh again.
Lady Flames able to get back there. Clear Fork just trying to reset, maybe work it around the pitch, but it's stolen away.
Foul's going to go against MC.
That's their first foul of the match.
6 Lady Colt players all waiting to get into the match.
And we've seen this match in and match out with the Lady Colts. Just these wholesale subs. They'll use the whole bench up. But it's not, like you said, it's not like they're dropping anything down either with these substitutions.
It's definitely been effective. They have not been blown out in any match this year, with the exception of, you could say the Ontario defeat was not a good one. They didn't play their best soccer. 3-0, they were shut out in that contest. But outside of that, they've been right in there in their losses against Madison and Dublin Scioto. Those were 1-goal differentials. And then kind of just flying through the MOAC.
Little mutual contact there. No call. So we take a look at the replay. Say a little bit of a bump from behind on the replay.
Officials so seldom blow their whistle when there's contact that's not over the top inside of the 18. Just because it's such a game changer. That nearly was, too, from Mayer.
Great look there.
Renee got just enough of it. Still almost made its way into the back. There's another look.
Yeah, the best opportunity there for the Lady Colts, but great save. And then Clear Fork able to flick it away, but I like seeing this from Mansfield Christian. Still advancing the ball, still giving full effort, and it almost paid off for their first goal of the match.
And that's a shot from distance. That's what we've been looking for.
Yes, exactly. And I was started with Abby Little. She got the deflection off of her shot, and it led to the attempt.
Nice play by Sparks. And as soon as I give her credit, the Kick out wide to the wing, the pass off target. So it leads to Clear Fork with possession, and this is going to be no problem for Goliath.
And a quick restart from her as well. Mansfield Christian looking to push. Under 18 minutes left in the match. Lady Colts leading 4-0.
And look at all the attention that Abby Little's getting out there. 3 Clear Fork players all converge.
They're going to call a foul.
Avery Wine draws the whistle. And it looks like Abby is just beat up tonight.
Yeah, Clear Fork keying on her all night long.
Great attempt. And I think probably maybe half shot and then half just see if Abby can get there from Noelle Bear on that kick.
Yeah, it was just maybe a little too strong. Maybe looking for a deflection. Maybe, I don't know if she was trying for the post to get it back to Little, but that was about the position we saw the first goal against Crestview, though. Just not under the ball enough to get it to Loft.
Good looking turn here by Abby, looking for some options, and she just uncorks one from about 23 yards out.
Yeah, the force of that kick gets deflected about 40 yards the other way. She wanted to get that one on net.
Abby averaging more than a goal per contest, so she's not used to being shut out. Looked like some miscommunication and offside again here for the Lady Colts.
As they continue to try to push the offense with under 16 to go.
Sparks off the restart. Colts win it. And again, trying to utilize that speed. As Mary's going to make a long run right to the edge once again.
She really got her workout in today with this match.
Abby can't make a turn, defended on the play by Perry. They're going to redo that one as Mansfield Christian got a girl checking in. And Abby Little actually going to head out. She's gone so far the full 65 minutes. And a much-deserved break.
Yeah. No, she's tried everything. And she is showing a little frustration on the sidelines. But, I mean, who wouldn't? Giving it your all out there and not being able to get it into the net.
And obviously not feeling 100%, as she's been knocked down on multiple occasions. Colts switching fields. The cross deflected, but Clear Fork sticking with it. That shot wide from Avery Wine.
Shots evening out here in the second half. 6 by Mansfield Christian, 8 by Clear Fork. So like you said, we've been seeing at least here in the last 10 minutes, Clear Fork just at least putting it on net. I mean, Mansfield Christian putting it on net.
They've been real close. Hit the crossbar with one. Just over the top on another.
Another good look.
Driven in low. That was Kylie Davison coming up from her outside backer position. Making a nice run.
Once again looking for that cross. But Mary right there to take it away.
Good ball to the outside. Klodsbach. I think a little ahead of schedule with that pass. So now it leads to the Colts. And they're going to be offside if they go out there and touch it. Argenio knew that she was about a step beyond.
About getting to that time, Brian, where got to decide who our MVP is. Got to think Cook front runner with 2 goals already. Blue Ball and Wortman both have tallies as well.
Trinity's played a pretty solid match. She's been a playmaker for this squad. She's also gotten its assist too. So I think Trinity did the clear front runner here.
Easy decision tonight.
But Blue Ball trying to change it. She had the cross going back posts. This one lobbed way up and into the hands of Goliath. That one definitely had some hang time. Mary waited on it. And now she's waiting for some options for the punt. One out of the air by the Lady Colts. Blue Ball doing some nice work to hit it forward for Argenio.
Miss pass, though. Gives Mansfield Christian possession. They'll have a sub. And that allows Clear Fork to bring 3 in as well.
So Little's going to get right back into the match, spelling out Aaron Tem. And Clear Fork continues to get fresh bodies in and out, as they have done throughout the duration of this season. Trying to notch win number 8 on the campaign here tonight.
Another nice play on the ball down in the corner. That was a quick breather for Abby Little, getting right back out.
Well, she's a gamer. She doesn't want to watch for long.
No. The best don't.
Hope battling for possession now. Does get it. Shot it through the gap. Found Clear Fork feet. Not a good pass there from McFadden, allowing the Colts at least momentarily had to build up, but well defended. They'll just have to settle for a throw-in on the far side.
So what would you like to see from Mansfield Christian here in this last 10 minutes to get at least something to feel good about out of this match? Other than a goal. I guess you'd say a goal, but what else would you like to see?
Yeah, just start sending more bodies forward. At this point, it doesn't matter if you lose 4-0 or 12-0. I just keep a couple of girls back, add an extra forward or another midfielder, and just give you more offensive chances. You know, unload everything. Because you see that they're still kind of in a defensive mindset. They got 5 girls playing defense. And I get that you leave yourself vulnerable to the counterattack for the Colts if you elect to play up. This could be a good chance for them right here. Got some numbers developing. As you see, Little taking a tumble. Davison coming up with the contact.
About 35 yards away for, well, Little stood there for a moment, but now it will be Bear. She had the goal against Crestview from distance.
Yeah, she had a pretty nice strike on her last one. This time she just tries to chip it into space. Went behind both Mayer and Abby.
A couple defenders on them as well. Didn't really let them get open.
So, see here now, you got 3 girls waiting at midfield for Mansfield Christian and another girl playing back. I just send everyone up.
Lady Colts with more substitutions awaiting.
What a shocker. Brittany Bechtel going to her bench this year? Sparks looking to just do it herself.
There's a chance from Little, but just deflected away.
It's going to be a corner kick, though, off of Clear Fork. So it gives the Flames an opportunity for a set piece, their third corner of the match. They'll have Raider handle it from the far side. I think they've played it short each of the first couple of occasions.
And at least it's looking like they're going to do that again.
Colts do send out Jada Lamp to defend. And big, heavy touch right there. Got away from him. Who wants possession right now?
Well, Mansfield Christian's so compact right in the middle of the field that they're not really spreading things out.
Cook back
What
to
a
the
shot.
right foot. And I think she wants to solidify that MVP. That's her not strong foot, too, if that's the correct term.
Her off foot?
Her off foot. So Trinity Cook with a hat trick here. That probably the most impressive
Yeah,
from
that was a
20
rocket.
yards out. Well placed over the head of the keeper. And the onslaught continues here for the Lady Colts. Flexing a little bit. I think they wanted to show that, hey, you got the state ranking and you got the perfect record. But clearly we are the better team in the county as Cook takes a seat, earning that rest here probably for the last 6.5 minutes.
Yeah, I think she's done enough.
3 goals and an assist. Definitely created a lot of offense tonight.
And offside again, the 10th tonight. So you know Clear Fork liking that run out.
Yeah, that's what they do, and they're okay with the offsides penalties. That's their offense as they play it forward and they allow their speed to try to burst out there and get behind the defenders, and it's worked on multiple occasions all season long.
Here's Little, but just stripped away again.
And I think maybe a little unselfish there from Auburn Mayer. Didn't have her vision blocked and instead tried to force it to Little, who was double teamed on the play. Didn't get a shot off.
Well, sometimes you could be too open, and it makes you think for a second. But Avery Wine down there was able to deflect it away. And once again, back comes Clear Fork.
They've got the throw-in on the far side. Labaki with a battle here in traffic. Now Sparks comes away with it. Missed her intended target, but so do the Colts. Klausbach lays it back. This one sent to the top of the 18 by Bayer.
Ooh, big bump.
Yeah, big pressure there. Labaki draws the whistle. It just looks a little bit worse, too, when you bump into a freshman.
Well, especially, you know, one's just standing still, the other one, the momentum's taking her into him. Little hip check.
That one found a target. It was outside the 18, though. That's, you don't see too many headers that can find their way all the way to net from back there. So you take a look at the Lady Colt bench. Done some nice work. Looks like McHugh may be checking in again. At least trying to convince Coach Bechtel to put her in. And for this Colts defense, you know, LCP, Lady Colt Pride, I'm sure they would love to score a shutout here on the road against a team that averages just about 5 per contest.
Yeah, no, that's a big boost for your defensive squad that, you know, is giving up more than a goal a match. They've given up 14 goals thus far this season, so another shutout would be great. It would be their 6th of the season.
You can see why the defensive back line has been really sturdy here in this contest. So that one is going to be ruled out of bounds before Mayer struck it. As we are under 3 minutes to go. That's all that's in between Clear Fork and scoring a shutout victory. Little trying to end that. Perry just beat her to the ball, though. Bayer taking her time carrying. Sets it up for Mayer.
She tried to lead that ahead for Little, but Abby was going the other way. So it slowed her start towards the ball. They will get a throw in, however.
Noel's going to play this. We'll see if she's got a big throw. Trying to. Little with the head. And this one popped up over the top. Goal kick on the way here for the Lady Colts, who are going to be moving to 8-3-1 on the season. Winners of 4 in a row after tonight. And it's going to also end MC's 7-game win streak. They haven't had a result that wasn't a victory since September the 3rd, so it's been almost an entire month.
And you got to look at the October 9th matchup at Granville. Last year's state runner-up. Granville this season.
Yeah, they're definitely state ranked in the top 5,
number
right?
3. They're number 3, just ahead of Ontario.
Yeah, Granville brings back a lot of the girls that competed against Madison in the state championship game in that awesome rematch.
We're going to have a stoppage for an injury.
Looks like it's going to be a facial injury. A Lady Colt player down. Coach Bechtel out on the field. And yet, gosh, don't you just hate seeing this? 62 seconds left in the match.
Yeah, with it out of hand as well, those are really tough. I mean, you don't want to be injured at all, but just to see it happen this late in the match with such a big lead.
It might actually be
I think it's her arm or her wrist that she has.
They're looking at the right arm, right around the elbow area. And obviously a lot of pain going on down there. And here's what we got coming up. If you're a Clear Fork fan, Saturday, you can see them take on Huron. A game that, Travis, you're going to have. We'll talk a little bit more after the match about what's going on Saturday. I don't actually think that we're going to catch this one. Maybe not this one either. But if we do, that'll be sweet. And the injured player that was down on the field, Avery Wine, the sophomore defender. She's up, being helped over to the sideline. And definitely, yeah, the right arm giving her some problems. Lucky for her, in the sport of soccer, I mean, your arms are always valuable, but not quite as valuable as they are in other sports.
Hopefully she just jammed it, stoved it a little bit. No break, no pull or anything like that. Maybe just a bit of a stinger. Hoping for the best with that, but she's on the sideline now. Doesn't look like in as much pain, so hopefully it's just a stinger with 62 seconds remaining here in the match.
She's 15, 16 years old, a little bit of ice. She will be back at it tomorrow, feeling great.
And if it's you or I at this age, we'd be probably still on the ground.
Yeah, I've got my wrist injuries. A month later, I'm still pretty hurt.
Clear Fork still looking to add on here with a minute left.
Yeah, they want that icing slathered on top of the cake.
I think it's more like the sprinkles on top of the icing now.
Good point.
But offsides. 11th offside call of the night against the Lady Colts. Mansfield Christian not called for offsides yet tonight, but really haven't had many offensive chances.
Yeah, the Colts defense doesn't play quite as high as Mansfield Christian does, so there are quite a few less opportunities available for that to happen throughout the course of the match. So Clear Fork comes on the road and knocks off the last remaining undefeated team that we had in the area for soccer other than the Ontario Lady Warriors. And the Colts with a big performance from Trinity Cook. She's going to be our MVP and will join us for a conversation right after a quick commercial break. We'll be back with post-game action here from Comstock Field right after this.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to this song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Myers Wealth Managers. Whitaker Myers Group has been a local trusted advisor since 1869, serving families in Ashland, Richland, and Wayne counties. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. With offices in Ashland, Mansfield, Worcester, Columbus, and South Carolina, we have advisors that are ready to help you begin your journey to financial success. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Did you make the right decision about schooling this year?
Mansfield Christian School is designed to turn your questions into confidence. For 60 years, Mansfield Christian has partnered with families and churches to train our children in a biblical worldview. Every day, someone is shaping how your kids see the world. Now more than ever, you need to have confidence that the teachers, curriculum, and programs at your child's school are a match for your values.
For Christian families, our values are your values, and you can have confidence that you made the right decision at Mansfield Christian.
Frito Lay Variety Packs presents Totally Unrealistic, Never Gonna Happen in a Million Years Mom Fantasies.
Mother, thank you for planning such an enriching camping trip for us.
Please accept this as a token of our appreciation.
Now let us sing to you.
This'll never happen, but this might.
There's like no reception.
I'm not cheering attack. Ew, bugs!
Dibs on the Fritos!
Frito Lay Variety Packs, packed with possibilities.
of the game, powered by Mechanics Bank, is Trinity Cook. Hat trick for you. You also handed out a nice helper off of a set piece for a big 5-0 win here on the road. And let's just begin there with the victory. Mansfield Christian was undefeated. Obviously, they're a county team. How much did you guys want to come on the road and prove that even though you lost to Ontario earlier in the year, that maybe you were the number 2 team in the county?
Yeah, we knew the stakes were high this game. Mansfield Christian's a team that's always good and in the past has given our program some trouble, so we were really excited. I think we were all really ready for this game. We prepared hard, and I know that our mindset coming into it was just to play hard, and we knew the goals would follow.
You had 3 of them again tonight, and it seems like your offensive firepower individually has really stepped up this year from the last couple of seasons. What do you think of the new role that you have, and how are you able to capitalize and score all these goals this season?
Yeah, so I transitioned from outside mid to striker, and I think part of that was just I have a pretty strong foot, and so I've been taking more shots outside and being able to cross the ball in, and my teammates finishing. I just think that the help of my teammates has helped me a lot too. So I've been really blessed to be in this new role, and I think it fits me well, and I think I help the team as best as I can.
You got a lot of girls that are getting in the lineup. You're having wholesale substitutions. 5, 6 girls are coming into the match. How much value do you place in that and just being fresh when you're out on the field for your duration?
Yeah, depth is obviously something that not a lot of teams are blessed with, and that's something we definitely have, like 1 through 18 on our team. Like all 18 girls, we don't really lose anyone when a new person comes in, and that's something that you can't just teach or gain from in a season. So we're just really blessed and lucky to have that. We've been lucky so far to not have many injuries, so I think our depth is what's going to really carry us through tournament time and this postseason.
Then also your schedule. You challenge yourselves outside of the conference as much as you can. You got Shelby coming up. You're going to play Granville here in a couple of weeks. How key is that, do you think, to your overall success as well, the fact that you do go out and challenge yourself as much as possible?
Yeah, it definitely adds to our success for sure. I think regardless of win or losses in those games, we gain so much, and who wouldn't want to play like state runner-up, Final Four teams? That's only going to prepare us for postseason. So I'm really excited, and I know our team is, to play those teams, and I'm excited to get prepared for those big games.
Well, since the loss to Ontario, you had a draw and now 4 straight victories for you. Do you feel like you're playing some of your best soccer as we're getting closer, about 2 weeks away from tournament draw?
Yeah, I think right now we're in a really good spot. This has been one of our best week or 2 weeks that we've played all year, and I think it's putting us in a really good position, and I just hope that we can take this forward into the postseason. Well,
3 goals and an assist for Trinity Cook tonight puts her season totals at 13-6 now, having an outstanding year. You're our Mechanics Bank Player of the Game, so we want to give you the last few seconds to give a shout-out to anybody who might be watching at home.
Shout out to Mom and Dad and my grandparents who are always coming to my games, never missing, and thank you to my coaches and players for always being by my side. So,
all right, thank you for the time, Trinity. Appreciate it. We'll step away. We'll be right back. Wrap things up with some final stats. Stay tuned.
Did you make the right decision about schooling this year?
Mansfield Christian School is designed to turn your questions into confidence. For 60 years, Mansfield Christian has partnered with families and churches to train our children in a biblical worldview. Every day, someone is shaping how your kids see the world. Now more than ever, you need to have confidence that the teachers, curriculum, and programs at your child's school are a match for your values.
For Christian families, our values are your values, and you can have confidence that you made the right decision at Mansfield Christian.
Frito Lay Variety Packs presents Totally Unrealistic, Never Gonna Happen in a Million Years Mom Fantasies.
Mother, thank you for planning such an enriching camping trip for us.
Please accept this as a token of our appreciation.
Now let us sing to you.
This'll never happen, but this might.
There's like no reception.
I'm not cheering attack. Ew, bugs!
Dibs on the Fritos!
Frito Lay Variety Packs, packed with possibilities.
Hi, I'm John Mark Young, a financial advisor and owner with Whitaker Wealth Managers. We believe in the financial freedom and power of living debt-free. Visit our website at www.whitakerwealth.com to learn more and schedule a meeting.
Welcome to Richland County's first artificial intelligence ATM. And if you car dance to this song you're listening to now, I will give you $50. See, that's something an ATM can never do.
Oh my gosh, are you serious?
Oh, we're serious.
Gosh, that's awesome. Thank you.
Thank you. We hope your day is a little bit better today.
Yes, thank you.
Mansfield Christian gets dropped from the ranks of the unbeaten tonight as Clear Fork comes on the road to Comstock Field and pitches a shutout to 5-0. The Lady Colts with a big win. Brian Skronsky, Travis Barty with you to wrap things up here at Mansfield Christian as we dive into the final stats of the night. And the Flames possessed a little bit better in the second half. They also created a lot more offense in terms of shots, but Clear Fork was the more dominant team. They just had the better game plan and all around, just, from top to bottom, they're a better squad. I think, Travis, they got more speed, a few more athletes than the Flames do, and they wanted to prove it here tonight, like Tridico said, and they flexed on them a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, one of the keys to this one was keying on Abby Little, and they did that. They really, I wouldn't say beat on her because she took some lumps, but it was clean. They were just hounding her and really trying to force somebody else to take the ball and make plays, and really nobody was able to. Clear Fork just defensively was great. Mansfield Christian to start, Clear Fork had their breakaways, but Mansfield Christian was able to, cut them off. But once the game went on, they wore them down a little bit, and they just started adding the goals with some great shots. 25 shots, 15 on target. More likely than not, you're going to get a few goals out of that.
Yeah, I think tonight was more good Clear Fork than it was bad Mansfield Christian. Yeah. It was a 2-0 match at the break before Lily Wortman scored early in the second half, and I think that just kind of set the tone and change the mood of the game. When you're down 3 goals, that seems like kind of an insurmountable deficit at times rather than the 2-goal differential. So I thought that one by Wortman was big, and just the big, strong athletes, Trinity Cook on the outside and then Kendall Windsor, they just gave the back line of Mansfield Christian problems throughout the match. They did well. They defended well for most of it, but when it's time after time after time that they're trying to play those big, deep balls and you're trying to keep up with those fast athletes, it wears on you. And Clear Fork, they're the fresher team at the end of the game pretty much every single night that they're on the field.
And like I said during the match, for Mansfield Christian, it was kind of like playing with house money. Other than the undefeated record coming in there, if they knocked off Clear Fork, they pretty much locked themselves up as a top seed in the district. If they lost, it was a good test for them going into the end of the season, going into the next week in the Mid-Buckeye Conference tournament. But Clear Fork, not a team to sleep on. They're 8-3-1, but 2 of their losses, number 4 Ontario, last year's defending champion in Madison, and then Dublin Scioto, who's a Division I power year in, year out. They're going to have a test after Shelby going against state runner-up last year in number 3 Granville. They also have Rocky River at Rocky River to close things out. So this was a good test. It doesn't matter that Mansfield Christian is Division III. This is a quality squad and another quality team in Richland County with the 4 teams in Division II and as well as Crestview. So soccer continues to go on its way up in Richland County. It's a great sight to see, not only on the girls' side, but on the boys' side as well.
Fun match here tonight. Clear Fork getting the upper hand as they win 5-0, 4 straight W's for the Lady Colts. Want to thank everybody for watching out there on Facebook and YouTube. Appreciate each and every one of our viewers week in, week out, and our staff, phenomenal. Per always, Hayden Gray getting you the shots from up top. Storm Blunchley down on the field. Adam Thompson directing for us here tonight. I'm Brian Skronsky for Travis Berardi, saying so long from Comstock Field.